Here's just a quick disclaimer before we start the video. I'm going to be using footage from like the first hour of the game to avoid spoilers, but I am going to talk a little bit about the story, not a lot, so I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Alright, hello everyone, Dusty Fly Guy here, and in today's video I'm just have a bit of an unscripted early review, I guess you could say, early impressions of Batman Arkham Shadow, which just released today as the time of making this video. I've played about a couple hours of the game and I just thought I'd share some thoughts because I will be working on a review for next week's video. So this week it's just going to be some early impressions. Let's start off with the gameplay. The gameplay is the most important thing. The graphics are really good, but the gameplay is really where it's at. So the first thing you see when you play the game is you play as like a robber, I guess. You kind of break the Batman signal, but that's not important. What's important is it cuts to Batman. You're playing as Batman, and the first thing you see is his shadow, which is just really insane. It really makes you feel like Batman. And you know, you can go around in these vents and the sewers, and you can be looking around, you can like find all these collectibles. What I'm trying to say is it really feels like you're Batman, which is really insane. A lot of VR games, you don't really feel immersed, but this, you really do feel like you're Batman. And on top of that, you feel like you're Arkham Batman, which is essentially the best Batman if we really think about it. Anyway, the combat is really great, especially because you're Batman. You have to I guess you just need to turn your hands into a fist and beat people up, but there's like some arrows going in one way. You gotta do an uppercut in a certain direction with a certain hand, or you need to crush them with both your hands, knock them out. Or you can drag them up. What I'm trying to say is it's very interactive. It really makes you feel like you're Batman, which is a really big shocker. When I was really hyped for this game, but I wasn't 100% sure that they'd really nail you feeling like Batman. But I'm really happy to say this game is extremely immersive, and possibly the best VR game I've ever played other than Bone Lab. But to be honest, from what I've seen, from what I've played so far, it's looking like it's the best VR game I've ever played. Well worth the price, although I did get it half price because of Metacritic. Anyway, another thing I really like to say is how true to the Arkham games it is. The story-wise, I'm not so much sure about that, but the collectibles, 100%. There's these cool puzzles, like when I defeated a bunch of enemies, there was this little area that was like a gun range, but basically to unlock a collectible, I had to throw my batarangs and do it fast enough, and it basically unlocked the collectible to be collected. Now, this really reminds me of the Riddler challenges in Batman Arkham, and since the Arkham series means a lot to me, I've been playing since I was a kid. Let me go grab my game. Other than Halo, what I remember most from gaming when I was a child was the Batman Arkham City game. So, what's happening to my voice? Was the Batman Arkham City game. So, this game really meant a lot to me, and I really hoped that they would. This is a cool cover though. Anyway, I don't need to get distracted, this is a special edition. But this game really means a lot to me is what I'm trying to say. So I'm really glad to see that it really does live up to what I would expect from the Arkham franchise. It wasn't developed by Rocksteady, thankfully, after seeing what they did to the Suicide Squad game. But that's a video for another day. But the combat feels really good, and it especially feels like Arkham. I was wondering how the heck they'd do that. But when people are trying to counter you, gotta hit to your side, and that's how you stop the counter, and you get a flash on the side of your screen. So it really makes you feel like you're countering. Or if they're ahead of you, you just punch them before they punch you, and that pushes them away. Or you can pounce on them, like I said, sometimes you need to punch them 5 times and then hit the finishing blow where you smash both your fists down on them, and the combat just feels excellent. You can also drop a smoke bomb and disappear like in the games. And one thing I really like to say is there's not a lot of button controls in this game. Most of the actions are physical actions, and either they'll be great for you or really bad. Now, I like to play in the immersive settings. Thankfully, there's 3 settings for the game. There's comfort, there's mixed, and then there is immersive. I don't get motion sick, so I play immersive, and it really helps with the experience, but don't push yourself. This is a pretty intensive game. And I didn't like to use the crouch button, but you can. I prefer to just crouch in real life. But And like I was saying, with the button controls, how would you expect most games you get the batarang? You'd either reach for something or push a button. But no, you literally just grab it off your chest and chuck it at them for a smoke bomb. Comes out your wrist, chuck it at the floor, boom, smoke, and then you can disappear. You do have to press a button when you grapple hooking, but it feels like how you would control a grapple hook. So it all feels really realistic, and when you need to push a button, it's for the better. And you can also glide, which feels pretty amazing. Like I said, it feels really amazing seeing the shadow. And another thing that really shocked me was when I stood outside for the first time. I saw Arkham City, and it was just insane. It's like being transported back to my childhood when I played Arkham City a lot. I could never do any of the Riddler puzzles when I was younger though, so now I can, thankfully. So I was doing quite a lot of the Easter eggs, not the Easter eggs, the collectibles in this game, because I'm going to try to collect all the collectibles. It's a really fun thing. I really enjoyed it, at least. And overall, this was just some really early impressions. So far, the story's pretty good. Oh, the voice acting, that's another thing. The voice acting is very good so far. I believe it's Roger Craig Smith back as Batman, and that's really good.
Stop this.
Gordon seems to agree.
The bat signal. I'll deal with any looters on my way.
The models look pretty good for a Quest 3. We do need to remember it is on a Quest 3, so it's pretty much an Android phone. So don't expect the greatest graphics, but it is still very good graphics. The shadows can be a little bit lackluster, but if you're not happy with the performance, there's also a dynamic resolution option that you can turn on. And basically it allows you to turn on dynamic resolution, so lower the resolution instead of lowering your frame rate. Personally, I prefer to have the higher frame rate. I mean, not the high frame rate, the higher resolution, not dynamic resolutions. So I can just enjoy and look around. Speaking of looking around, in most games, I like to run around and just get to the end as fast as possible. But similar to a game like Tears of the Kingdom, I just wanted to take my time in this game. I wasn't really running, I was just admiring the beauty of the sewers at the start. I am back recording because I forgot to mention, just like in the game, you have the Wayne Tech system, which allows you to upgrade all of your gadgets and your suit. Overall, the game's really good so far. I expect a full review next week. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you want to watch the full video so you get notified. Also turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.